We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
Welcome to Who Made This Game? In this episode, we're diving into the origins of Resident Evil, the legendary survival horror franchise that revolutionized gaming. Developed by Capcom and directed by Shinji Mikami, the first game introduced players to a terrifying world filled with zombies, viruses, and corporate conspiracies. But who was behind this groundbreaking creation? Let's uncover the story. Section 1. The game's concept. Resident Evil first debuted in 1996, developed by Capcom. The game introduced players to Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine, elite operatives trapped in a mansion filled with horrors. The game pioneered the survival horror genre, blending limited resources, puzzle solving, and cinematic tension. Inspired by classic horror films and Capcom's earlier game Sweet Home, Resident Evil set a new standard for atmospheric storytelling. Over time, the franchise evolved from fixed camera horror to third-person action, and later into first-person psychological terror, adapting to new gaming trends while maintaining its core identity. Section 2. The creators, Shinji Mikami and Capcom. The Resident Evil series was originally created by Shinji Mikami and Takuro Fujiwara, two visionary game designers at Capcom. Shinji Mikami directed the first game, crafting its tense atmosphere and strategic gameplay. Takuro Fujiwara, a producer at Capcom, helped shape the survival horror mechanics. Capcom's development team refined the game's cinematic presentation and horror elements, ensuring its lasting impact. Mikami's attention to fear psychology and resource management made Resident Evil a groundbreaking horror experience. Section 3. Evolution of the series. Over the years, Resident Evil has evolved through multiple installments. Resident Evil 1996, the original survival horror classic. Resident Evil 2, 1998, expanded the story with Leon Kennedy and Claire Redfield. Resident Evil 3, Nemesis, 1999, introduced Nemesis, an unstoppable pursuer. Resident Evil 4, 2005, revolutionized action horror with over-the-shoulder gameplay. Resident Evil 5 and 6, 2009-2012, shifted towards action-heavy gameplay. Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, 2017, returned to psychological horror with first-person perspective. Resident Evil Village, 2021, blended horror and action, expanding the lore. Resident Evil 4 Remake, 2023, a modern reimagining of the classic. Resident Evil Requiem, 2026. The game follows Grace Ashcroft, an FBI technical analyst investigating mysterious deaths at a hotel where her mother died 8 years earlier. The story takes place in Raccoon City after its destruction in Resident Evil 3. Powered by RE Engine, Requiem features high-fidelity visuals, first-person and third-person perspectives, and a syringe-based healing system instead of traditional healing sprays. A playable demo will be available at Gamescom 2025, offering a hands-on experience before launch. Capcom promises cinematic storytelling, intense horror, and deep emotional immersion, making Resident Evil Requiem one of the most anticipated entries in the franchise.
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Stay away from me!
Each installment refined gameplay mechanics, storytelling, and horror elements, ensuring Resident Evil remained a cornerstone of gaming history. Section 4. Legacy. Today, Resident Evil is celebrated as the best-selling horror franchise, with over 160 million copies sold worldwide. The series has influenced countless horror games, including Silent Hill, Dead Space, and The Last of Us. Beyond gaming, Resident Evil has expanded into live-action films, grossing over $1.2 billion, animated series and spin-offs, comics, novels, and merchandise. Despite changes in creative direction, Resident Evil continues to define survival horror, proving that fear never goes out of style. Resident Evil characters. The Resident Evil franchise is filled with iconic characters who have shaped its survival horror legacy. From Leon S. Kennedy, the skilled government agent, to Jill Valentine, the fearless STA-RES operative, each protagonist brings unique strengths to the fight against bioterrorism. Chris Redfield stands as a hardened warrior, while Claire Redfield embodies resilience and determination. The enigmatic Ada Wong adds mystery to the series, while Albert Wesker, with his superhuman abilities, remains one of gaming's most memorable villains. Supporting characters like Rebecca Chambers, Barry Burton, and Sherry Birkin contribute to the deep lore, making Resident Evil a franchise rich with compelling personalities. Conclusion. So, who made Resident Evil? It was Shinji Mikami, Takuro Fujiwara, and Capcom, a team that transformed fear into a legendary franchise. Their dedication to horror, storytelling, and innovation shaped Resident Evil into one of the most iconic game series of all time. What's your favorite Resident Evil game? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more gaming history episodes.